Welcome to part 2 of marketing and creating buzz around your event. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the locations where you can market your event. Video 1, we talked about developing that unique selling proposition and amazing and exciting content. Now we're going to talk about where we can share this content and really position your event to a number of different markets. We've always had to focus on a lot of nonprofit and charitable events, so had to find unique and low cost and effective ways to market your event. Now I'm going to talk about some of the areas where you can market your event and how. Photos are an amazing tool for marketing your event and for you to utilize in all your online and printed materials. People want to see what they're in for. They want to see past events. They want to get an idea of what the event is all about, and photos are a perfect way to do that. Videos, I think sending out videos, highlighting videos are also a great way. Teasers, create excitement, show videos from last year. An amazing tool, I feel. It's one of the best visuals that you can share. Now we're going to talk about different forms of advertising and where you can market your event. Now advertising we're saying is like more of a paid format. Radio, TV, newspaper, magazine. I do find these quite pricey for an event. Often event budgets may not have the money for this type of advertising, but cross-promotional newspaper or other media partners, TV media partners, where you could do a cross-promotion and they could sponsor your event is a great way to leverage those mediums. In regards to marketing and paying for advertising, you just have to weigh the benefits and then your budget. But I think sometimes a small community or industry type paper or something that's very focused on your audience could be a good place for paid advertising. But again, not necessarily, I feel, the best way to market your event, but a good way to complement the branding and to continue to grow the brand of your event. But I do feel that specialty publications, especially for niche events, if your event is about dogs, there's a number of dog magazines, it's definitely worthwhile to look into those either as a media partner or even cross promotions or for advertising. The next thing I'm going to talk about is blogs. Creating your own blog for the event, maybe daily blogging, talking about things, exciting things leading up to the event, but also getting other bloggers to talk about it. I think reach out to bloggers is a very effective way to have them promote your event on your behalf. So blogger outreach. Social media, you can't beat it for events. You need to create buzz before, during, and after the event. Social media is a great way to do that. Leading up to the event, creating excitement, making sure reminders are being sent out, photos are being posted. During the event, photos are being posted again, showing people real time, quoting some of the things that people might be saying at the event, getting testimonials, doing interviews with attendees. Social media has unlimitless sort of opportunities for you to share and create buzz around your events. The challenge is to try and find the most effective and how not to spend too much time on it. But I do recommend for all events that, it's a free medium. It's a great way to really educate people about your event. And stay tuned for future videos talking about each of those tools and how you can utilize them for marketing of your event. Postcards. I think postcards are a great low-cost way to market your event through the community. I think it depends on the type of event. If it's more public, I think it makes more sense. If it's more private, I think more of an invitation card is, but not necessarily a full-blown postcard. Postcards are great, cheap, cheerful. You can distribute them in your local community through targeted areas, hand them out, have your ambassadors pass them out. Very effective. Posters, a little more challenging in the big cities now, but very good for community events, as you can do them in community centers, community boards. It really does depend on the event. Not all community boards want to promote big events, but more local grassroots events. So I think postering is a great way to talk about an event to your local community. Mailing of invitations. It's the lost art of mail and post. But I do think mailing an invitation to an event can really give people that idea that they've been invited to something special. They don't get a lot of mail. Opening it up is exciting. It's a great first introduction to your event and to sort of create an excitement and for people to feel like they've been singled out and invited. So, mailing of invitations can be expensive, especially with postage and printing, but it can be very effective as well, as long as you reach the right target. Email marketing, I think, is great to continue to update people. It can be free in most cases, mind you, minus the design, but also a good way to reach a lot of people. Personal emails, depending on how you're trying to engage with people, but email marketing, either through yourself or through other organizations, is definitely can be effective. I think cross-promotion is also a great way to work with other community groups or like-minded individuals. You know, if you're doing a green or environment event, find some local industry groups that might be interested in that. See if they can come on board as a cross-promotional opportunity. You can highlight their organization. They can distribute your event invitation or conference material to their members. Those types of cross-promotions work well, and they become media partners on their own or cross-promotional partners. And they sort of expand that notice, so it goes not just to your target, but to their target, their members. So it can really be a good way of getting a personal link to another group. People like to listen to advocates and membership groups that they're part of. If they're part of something and they get that information about your event through their group, they feel more comfortable. It's like you almost have an advocate right there and someone sort of endorsing your event. So cross promotions may take time, and you have to, you know, do something that was a win-win, but I think it can be very, very good at expanding your reach. PR and press releases. Who doesn't want PR and media talking about your event, covering your event, coming and taking photos to your event? You know, you want to let them know ahead of time. You want to invite them to the event to cover them. You know, you could find niche markets. If you're doing a fashion show, fashion bloggers and fashion media and all the magazines. If you're doing a hard news event, you know, you want to get all the main news wires out, news organizations. So it really does depend on your event, but PR and press releases that you can send out to the media and let them know about your event. You never know who's going to pick it up and how big their reach is, but your reach can go from one person that you email to thousands if they print that in their media publication. Another one is ambassadors. I always say for events to have either, you know, if it's a charity event, have a ticket selling committee that can all help sell the tickets. Ambassadors, sometimes celebrity ambassadors that talk about your event and endorse it. People that go out to the community and try and sort of engage and get people interested and excited. So having ambassadors about your event that go out and share the information, but also that has that personal hook. So if you're trying to sell tickets, they might be able to get that ticket sold. That ambassador may be able to sell a number of tickets individually. So ambassadors are a great resource, especially for charity and community events. Online resources, lots of online resources that you might be able to share your events, online event calendars, other groups that do emails and newsletters about events that are going on in your city. The local news talks about events and what's going on. Again, we talked about bloggers, but there's lots of places online that you might be able to market and promote your event, especially if you've got a specific industry. You know, again, if you're doing an environmental event, trying to find those groups online, maybe engage in conversations with people that are, you know, stakeholders in that. Letting people, just trying to expand the reach of what your event is. One tip I have when you're marketing to a lot of these events is to establish sort of a home base or place where you collect everything. We talked about the promotional toolkit in video 1. This is sort of that. You want to have everything housed in one place that you could share things easily and customize them depending on the industry. So you want to have a home base. So you want to have your descriptions already written out for the different targets. You want to have all those links ready to go, photos, videos, everything ready to go. Also for things like passwords or submitting your event online, you know, you want to create a chart of all the places you've posted, your login details, so that if you need to do it again, you can log in and check those things. So kind of keep that aside. So you want that home base. So you want promotional toolkit, passwords, all of your marketing material. You want those all close at hand so that you can easily cut and paste and pull together what you need and send them to the right audience. Thank you for watching. We look forward to creating new videos for you all on how to create buzz for your events. Please stay tuned for upcoming videos on social media for your events, PR, and a variety of different aspects on how to promote and market your events for low cost or no cost. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to sharing more interesting information with you in the future.